Good evening. So if you indicate by sending an emoji or just like the video. So this is Remedy 2026 February edition. So Remedy is actually a program basically for graphic designer, and the reason why it is being called Remedy is to provide solution to people's problem, especially as graphic designer. Coming to give you theoretical knowledge, even though theoretical knowledge helps, but we are coming to give you something that we've tested of, and as well something that we've as well experienced. So that's why it is being called what Remedy. So this program is basically for graphic designers. Yeah, the program is basically for what graphic designer. Remedy is basically for graphic designer. So no matter where you're watching from, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from and depending on the time that you're watching this particular program called Remedy. So Remedy was founded by GoodNews Gb. So I've been putting an amazing video up here back to back, and I've been behind the scene all this while. So today I decided to be on the scene so that you guys can as well see the brain behind magic that have been happening here on this platform. So I'm the founder or the owner of Trendy channel, and I've been putting educative and life transforming video here on this channel. So like I said, this section will be like 1 hour section. It will not exceed 1 hour. So it will be in different intervals. This live is being segmented. So this is how it will be like. We'll have a answering and questioning section. So if you're live with me, just react to this live so that we know, okay, one person have joined. Thank you. So we'll have a questioning and answering section. Okay, 5 persons. You can as well just send just react to the video so that we can make it lively. So you will have a questioning and answering section whereby you ask me your question. That question that you've been wanting to ask me, you ask me that question. So hi also Williams, hi, I saw your message, hi. So we'll have a questioning and answering session whereby that question that you've been wanting to ask me, you ask me today in this remedy section that we're having. Now the word remedy is is a concept. Is a concept actually. This program is designed for basically graphic designer. Yeah, it's designed for basically graphic designer. So our essence is just to see how we can provide solution at the end. So I've been behind the scene all this while, putting out educative and life transforming video on this. So if you're being asked to pay for mentorship, also pay. You know what you're looking for. You know the level that you've actually raised your bar, or you know your expectations. So like I saw a quote that somebody said that if you're thinking globally, then your benchmark should not be made by you or locally. Because if you make your benchmark by you, you will not be able to get a certain global standard. So the second way to get clients as a graphic designer is to practice the act of doing free jobs. I know this will stand well to some persons. I'll be like, why do I need to do free job when my problem is I need money? There are people today that made it so obvious that the reason why they learned this skill is because they needed money. And at the same time, I will not blame you. The reason why all of us actually learned this skill was because of money, or it's because of money. But at the same time, 80% of the jobs that are graphic designer, I actually got them from the act of doing free jobs from people. So now the question is, you've learned graphic design as a person, and you've not gotten a client, maybe let me say for like 6 months or 3 months, nobody know you that you're designing. It is more advisable to just look for any local church or any organization that is starting, and just tell them, say, okay, you know what, I'm a graphic designer. and I believe your business needs design, needs flyer. So I'll be doing flyer for you. You don't have to pay me. I'll just be doing flyer for you to support what you're doing. Now, by so doing, this is where the trace comes in now. Now to you, if you feel like you're doing free job, yeah, you're doing free job, but out of that free job comes recommendation. Yes, out of the free job, like I said, 80% of the jobs I've done today or I've gotten today, a lot of them came out of recommendation from free jobs. So currently, I have like three churches or either two or three I'm designing free for. They are not paying me. I said I'll be doing your flyer for you for free, and I have like two or three gospel ministers that I'm actually designing free for. They are not paying me, but the recommendation that I've gotten through this person is more than what they will pay me. Believe me, it's more than what they will pay me actually. So practice the act of doing free job for people. So if you see a local or an organization starting, just offer yourself, tell them I'll be doing free flyer for you for this organization. You don't have to pay me. But the truth is, if there are people that are considerate, or if there are people that value the skill of someone, or if there are people that value the excellence of what you're doing, definitely somewhere along the line, they will at least compensate you. Even if the payment is not up to your worth or is not up to your expectation, at least they will compensate you if there are people that know the worth of what you're doing. So if you're just joining, the first one is competence and mastery. Then the second one is the act of offering free job. So by so doing, you're as well putting yourself out there. And you don't know, people will be like, who did this job for you? They'll be like, it's so and so graphic designer. Can I have his number? Or can I have a number? Now at that point now, you're no longer doing free job again for that person. Rather, at that point, that's where you can boldly beat your chest and tell the person your price, because the persons have seen reason to come to you. So this is what, even there are certain organizations that believe in these things. Now the question, ask yourself the question: why do you think companies do promo? Now that's the question. Why do you think companies do promo? Organizations do promo? Now even if it's not free, at least there's a free package on it, so they can tell you buy two and get one for free, or buy a pack and get one sachet or one can for free. Now, what they are doing is, what you at that point you exchange, you're exchanging value, you're exchanging your money with the products, but they are giving you extra. So the truth is, once that promo ends, when you're coming again to buy from them, you buy the one that your money can buy. But there was a time that they did promo. So that promo now is just to lure people to their organization and just to give people that the test of what they're actually doing. So you now, nobody knows you. So you need you need people's you need people's validation, and you also need people for you to be able to convince people that okay, this is what I'm doing. Then secondly, I think the last one on the list is design with lower amounts. So I see graphic designer today, they've not been, to an extent, they are not competent to an extent, and they've not actually gotten to a certain level, and they start pricing or charging clients based on the level that they feel like somebody is charging. So maybe your maybe you had a conversation with your mentor in the industry, and your mentor told you that okay, you know what, I charge 10K per flyer for just one flyer, and you're just starting out newly. You're also standing on that same foundation of charging 10,000 naira for one flyer. Now, whereas this guy that told you that he charged 10K for one flyer, now this guy has built his self, and he has gone through that route of 2K design. So if you're starting small and you're looking for clients, learn how to lower your price or your charge as a graphic designer. So if person comes to you and say, okay, I want to design, no matter how good you are, if you've not had a proven track record that people can trust, B, when it comes to pricing, learn how to fluctuate. When it comes to pricing, learn how to fluctuate. So don't just stamp it. and leave it like that. Learn how to fluctuate. So you can tell the person, you can say, okay, I designed for 5K. The person will be like, 5K is too much. Oh. How about 3K? It's fine. Just do it for the person. That's just the starting, that's just your starting point. Now there's a level you get to, and it will be forbidden for you to design for 3K. It will be forbidden for you to design for what? For 3K. So that's how it is. So just like me now, I think my first pay job was 500 naira. That was my first pay job. My first pay job was 500 naira as at then. But at the same time, this I think the second pay job again was 1,000 naira. But at this point now, it is forbidden for you to give me 1,000 naira for a flyer. It is forbidden. So instead of me to do any job for you for 500 naira or 1,000 naira, I just rather do the design for free. So when you're starting out, learn how to charge low. So even in 2K, I don't know if you heard of the slogan 2K graphic designer. It is okay. It is okay to be among that category of 2K graphic designer. It's fine. It's a matter of time. There's a level you get to, and you will leave that level or 2K graphic designer. So if you're starting at, don't start out with that 10K mentality. You will get to that 10K mentality, but not at this point. So if 2K is what your level can permit your client to pay, take it. Just take the 2K and just relax. Improve yourself. Save the 2K. Just be saving them. If the 2K have gotten to a certain amount that you can use in buying a course from anybody, use that 2K, buy course, and improve on your craft. There's a level you get to. It's like nobody there can, if they're coming to your profile or they're coming to you for design, they already know how you charge. Now, let me just say something very quick. Now, we have gospel ministers today who doesn't charge. Yeah, that's the gospel truth. They don't charge for administration. They don't charge at all. I don't want to mention names. We have gospel ministers today who doesn't charge for administration. But look at the psychology behind that. Now, it might be maybe a personal, consecration, a personal decision. But look at the psychology behind it. Now, those gospel ministers, they built themselves to a certain level whereby it will be forbidden for you to call them without even giving them anything. Now, even if they're not telling, even if they've told you that I don't charge, that's the gospel truth. They don't charge, but their value, their value, they are too good at what they do for them to come to your church or come to your events without you giving them something. And you see, most times you can even give them beyond their worth because they don't give you a price. But the fact that they don't charge doesn't mean they don't work on themselves. They work on themselves as if they charge, $1 billion for just one particular show. So you see the psychology now. Now they are not the one negotiating. What is negotiating with you is the value that they carry. So you know that if you're bringing this person, you must get prepared to bring this kind of person. Are you seeing now? So that's the same thing. So that time that you're taking 2K for designing, 1K for designing, just take it. You get, just take it, and you keep on improving yourself. Now it's a level you get to a level whereby anybody that is hiring you for a job, or anybody that's coming to your dem for a job will know that, okay, I'm coming to this guy, this is what this guy charge, and this is who this guy is, because at that point you build a higher profile at that point. So let me just do a quick recap of the starting of the live section down to this particular end, because I would soon, the life will be ending soon. Like I said, it's going to be a teaching section and also a questioning and answering section. So when we started the live, we started with visibility. And I said that one of the ways to gain visibility as a graphic designer is to first of all create a social media account, either TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, anyone that will be okay for you. Then post consistently. Your good jobs, your bad jobs, just keep on posting consistently. Then secondly, join graphic design community. There are certain persons today, they don't know you as a graphic, even your fellow, your friend don't know you as a graphic designer. your WhatsApp contact, they know that okay, this is what this guy do. So join graphic design community. Now by joining that graphic design community, what happens is you're exposing yourself to different design. There are design you will see, and by the time you're feeding your imaginations with those exposure, now when you're designing, you can't go blank, you can't go out of inspiration. So that's just the visibility aspect of the graphic design. Then now when it comes to you getting a client, we have three strategic or three practical way that can enable you to get a client. And one of them is to be competent. So we have competency and mastery. Now, and we say that competence is the ability to do a job without or with minimum mistake. So even if there should be a mistake, let the mistake be minimum. Let people say that okay, I saw what this guy wanted to do here at this point, but okay, it's fine. Let's just let it slide. Then mastery of your tool is to know what to add to is to know what to add together to get a particular thing. Just like the way just like the way people cook. So they mix different ingredients together to get a particular combo. So that's the essence of mastery. So if you know that if you want to get a particular quality on image on a particular image, you know which tool to use and which tool not to use. At certain points, you know what to reduce and what to increase. That's the mastery aspect. Then the tips behind or the strategy for this competency and mastery is that you post consistently. So when you post consistently and you've mastered your tool and you're competent at what you do, easily at that point, people can reach out to you. Now, simply because the fact that you created your account newly, you will not be able to see certain persons. But in that community that you've joined, in that graphic design group that you've joined, there you can see people because that community or that group is not just graphic designer alone. Now, in that group, you meet prospective clients. In that group, you meet your fellow graphic designer that can as well offer you jobs based on how good you are. So they can even bring a deal with you and say, okay, you know what? This job is beyond my competence. So I'm giving you this job. You will take 40, I'll take 60, or you take 50, I will take 50, depending on how you guys decided to share the dividends or the profit that comes out of it. So that's the benefit of posting consistently in a graphic design group and also in your own platform. Doing a free job. So the job you're doing, you're not just doing it because you're jobless, but you're doing it with a motive. You're targeting something. So if you see any organization that is starting actually, you can meet them and say, okay, sir, you know what? I'm a graphic designer, but I think your business or I think this organization needs a flyer. Mostly for churches, if there's any local church around you that needs flyer, you just meet with the pastor and say, okay, sir, I'm a graphic designer. I'll be designing for you for free, or I'll be designing for you for this amount. You can as well give them a lesser amount, which is also the number three, a lesser amount. So if people are charging like 5,000, you can say, okay, I will design for you for 2,000 naira. Initially, the man will be like, you know what? Let me just see how it goes. So by that, I know the strategy behind this free design or designing for a lower amount is that in it comes recommendation. So another pastor will see, another organization will see, another person will see and be like, who did this design? And they will tell you is so graphic designer. Please, can I get his phone number or her phone number? And boom, you've gotten a job. Now at that point now, you can place your price on the table and beat your price at that point because you've gotten a human track record to validate the value that you carry. So at this point now, they've not seen you design before and you expect them to pay you a huge amount of money. That's risky. Yeah, that's risky to an extent. So what if you don't deliver according to the expectation? What if something goes back along the line? That's risky. But now people are there to validate what you carry. So the man will be like, I know this guy. Or okay, look at what this guy did. Or even when you're chatting with people, they'll be like, okay, can I see a sample of your design before? Where will you get your sample from? Or you use people's design. So from there now, you those design that you've done free, for free organizations, churches that are starting any business that needs flyer, you use those design as a selling point. So initially to look as if you don't know what you're doing, but along the line, you will see the benefits of what you're doing. Like I said earlier, 80% of the job that I've gotten today, I got them out of recommendation. And those recommendations came from people that I was and I'm still designing for free. So they don't pay me, but the recommendation that I've gotten from them is, I think, it's worth the process. No doubt, it's worth the process. It's worth the process. Now, when I mean practice daily, this is what I mean. Go to Pinterest, download designs, recreate them. No matter how simple or difficult it is, ensure you try your best and recreate them. So by recreating, you will learn something new by recreating a particular flyer. So by so doing, this is one of the easiest way to upscale your skill as a graphic designer, by recreating people's design. Yeah, this is one of the easiest way, by recreating people's design. So just go to Pinterest, download any by so doing, you're upgrading yourself as a graphic designer. Then you expose yourself to different design, different concepts. See, you see on this part, exposure plays like 60% role. As a graphic designer, exposure plays 60% role. That's for the visibility aspect. Now then, that's I'm just recapping now, because I also enter the question and answering section. Then after, then we'll end the live. Then for the and want to master your tool. No, number two is to offer free jobs or free design for a new organization that is starting, touches, even if the organization is not new, at least any organization. Then number three is to charge or start with lower amounts. So you don't just charge the way people are charging. So you charge according to your level. So if your level permits 2,000 naira or 2K, just accept it and take it. So this is the end of this particular lecture for today, or this live today. So I will give room for questions and answering section. So after the question and answering section, then it will be the end of the process. So if you have any question that you've been wanting to ask since, as a graphic designer, whether a beginner on any area, you're at liberty to answer the question, so that we can proceed at once. You're at liberty to answer the question. So ask the question rather. Okay, so um remedy, I think remedy will be happening. It will be a monthly something. Yeah, it will be a monthly event now. Remedy will be a monthly event, basically for graphic designer. So it will be a monthly event, but with different topics. Yeah. So March edition will be coming up. I also post the March edition here on YouTube, and also on my various different platform. So in case you guys want to follow me on Facebook, my Facebook name is GoodNews Gb. On TikTok is Trendy Wood. Yeah. On YouTube, yeah, it's actually Trendy Wood. So you can use the same name on YouTube here to also track me on TikTok, on Facebook, Good News GB, on Instagram, Good News GB. So once again, I want to thank you guys for joining the live. Not just for joining, but I also want to urge you guys to, okay, comfort. Okay, well done, bro. Thank you. I saw your this thing. Thank you. So I want to as well urge you guys to also don't just come to this live and just go, but as well implement everything that I've said so far. So you can join this life. If you do not implement what I said so far, it will not make any sense. That's just the gospel truth. So joining is not a problem. The problem is what engaging in what I've said so far. Ensure you try to practice this thing that I've said so far. And if you have any other questions again that maybe you are not able to ask during the live session, due to network fluctuation or something else, you can as well just message me. You can as well message me in my DM. So if you have any question that you cannot ask here, you can as well message me in my DM. Just send me a message in my DM, and I will as well reach out to you. So Kingsley, I saw your comment. Wow, that's nice. I'll say thank you for joining as well. Thank you for joining. So March edition will be coming up, Remedy. Just stay tuned. I think March edition, I will do a lot of publicity. I will post the flyer like 1 week to the program. This one was a little bit impromptu, and some persons didn't have the opportunity to mark their calendar and prepare properly. But at the same time, March edition is coming up. So once again, I want to thank you guys for your big support. Thank you guys for your availability. Thank you guys for joining. So really thank you guys. And if you've not joined my community, then you need to join that community because a lot is actually going on there. Then as a graphic designer, if you're still struggling with basic principles and basic elements and basic things in graphic designer, there's a course that I've made, beginners to designer. The course is a two-in-one course. It is a two-in-one course, beginner section and also advanced section. Then we also have live section whereby we teach the theoretical aspect of graphic design. Like I said earlier, that in this industry, we run based on the knowledge, the level of knowledge that we have. Let me just say this real quick, that your laptop or your phone is not the tool you use in designing. The tool you use in designing is the knowledge or wisdom behind your laptop or your phone. So your laptop or on your phone, they are just there to execute what you swear, what you had inside of you. That's what they're there to do. So when you see your laptop, when you see your phone, they are not the real tool. The real tool is the knowledge that you have as a graphic designer. So if you, and the truth is, a lot of persons are feeding on half knowledge. So they know little things about color, they know little things about shape, they know little things about alignment. But what will actually help you to stand that is the wholesome knowledge as a graphic designer. So the course is just 5,000 naira, and this course is on seller as well. So if you're watching from any country outside Nigeria, this course is on seller. You can so make your payment on seller and send me the proof. There's a procedure, there's a process you follow, and the process is not much actually. It's just something simple, and I will send you the course. Then we have a one-on-one class. So the first batch, those that registered during January, their batch ended yesterday, but I just extended the class 2 days with them to just, they pleaded for 2 days and I decided to just give them that 2 days grace. So the batch will automatically end second week of this month and next batch will be starting. So you can as well join this batch. Let's just proceed at once. So it's actually 2 week section where we use 2 weeks, sorry, it's 2 month section. We used to wish to teach the practical aspect of graphic design from A to Z. Then the remaining months we use it for practical. So the course is just 5,000 naira. At the end of this live section, you can as well message me. Then from there, we can continue from there. So the course is beginner to designer, 5,000 naira only, two-in-one course. Yes. So you can as well confirm from people. I can as well send you proof of those who have actually bought the course. So that's it, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining.